voice once we start because I don't want to yell, right? But once we're done playing, okay, make sure we're paying attention. We're not goofing around, we're not laughing, right? You can clap for people. Don't be on your phones.
That's my man!
The question from before, yes, you can take pictures of people up there, but don't be on your phones, all right? And just be respectful, right? That makes sense?
Guys,
if we have to address something, that's an issue. With that being said, after we play Disney, I will give you time to switch, all right? Then we'll start the next song. Does that make sense?
No!
Everybody boo Tyler.
Who is that guy?
You said you want to watch a documentary about sea life?
Listen.
Not right now. Yeah, hold on. Hopefully they do it justice.
I know.
All right. Any last minute questions before we start?
Not now.
Well, he's got me.
But then I'll be. Not you. Not you.
You're looking right at?
No, I'm looking.
License plate.
Oh my God, he's right.
It's a family.
Guys, you guys cannot believe it.
Things can always change.
I was like,
I gotta get my words out.
please.
So he was just making fun of something else.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I'm short enough to like hang on.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure.
It's in the sun now, I can't see it. Alright, are we ready? Alright, ready. We're about to start. Be ready in about 30 seconds.
Go to respond.
Alright, here we go. It's time. Harmony. Alright, remember, maximize dynamics for playing outside. Alright, here we go. Start beginning. We're starting. Disney. I would love for them to turn the music off. I see Brian. Relax, let me go. Yeah. Perfect, that's what we're waiting on. Great, thanks.
Look at there's a little pee.
Once the music is off, we'll start. He's calling Mr. Place now.
Mr. Place is right there.
Mr. Pruitt's calling on the phone.
I know, he's just looking at it.
I like it. I look like I'm like
Brother.
demand people listen, right? Here we go.
evening, everyone. On behalf of the Buchanan Community Schools Board of Education, I would like to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2026. Woo. I am honored to join you on this special occasion to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduating students. At this time, I would like to take a moment to introduce our Board of Education members, our Board of Education members who are here tonight. Board members, please stand when your name is called. President Katie Berry, Vice President Dr. Harvey Burnett, Secretary Kelly Lesh, Trustee Jake Brown, and Trustee Dr. Scott Carlin. Thank you all for your continued governance of this district. I also wish to introduce and recognize our district leadership. When you hear your name, please stand. Stacy Dennison, Ottawa Elementary School Principal. Michael Babcock, Moccasin Elementary School Principal. Shelby Beasley, Buchanan Middle School Principal. Lacey Payne, Director of Educational Services. Scott Johnson, Director of Business Services. And Phil Place, Director of Technology, and he is working behind the scenes tonight. Special recognition goes to our dedicated and passionate high school leaders who created a positive space for our students and staff. Mr. Brian Pruitt, High School Principal. Don Huff, Assistant High School Principal and CTE Director. And Reed, Mr. Big Reed McBeth. He is our Buchanan Virtual Academy Coordinator and Athletic Coordinator. To our Buchanan High School staff, thank you for your genuine care, your commitment, and the lasting impact you have had on the students sitting here in these chairs tonight. I know they are certainly grateful for your support as well. To our parents, you have loved, guided, and prepared your children well. I know this might be difficult, but it is now time to step back, watch them spread their wings, and aspire to new heights. You have done your job. And finally, to our graduates, know that we are incredibly proud of you. For the past several years, you have walked these halls and represented your families and this community with great distinction. Your class has demonstrated extraordinary empathy and resilience, and those qualities do not happen by accident. They were shaped by the real experiences you had here at Buchanan High School, through loss, through triumph, and the meaningful connections you have created by the people sitting right next to you tonight. They reflect the kind of community Buchanan is known for, and for that, we thank you. I want to leave you with just 3 short points that I hope will fall in your ears and into your hearts. And I learned this from experience. My kids graduated last year. So first, take time to explore this world. Don't be afraid to pause and experience something new. Visit a new state you've never been to. Travel to a country and learn firsthand about a culture that you've always been curious about. This world is wide and it is waiting just for you. Second, take time to discover your passions. First, find out what drives you, what gets you excited, and what moves you to keep things going when it gets hard. Those passions will be those things that you pull onto in those moments of uncertainty. And lastly, and most importantly, take time to reach your goals. Goals rarely arrive on our schedules. Some of yours may be sooner than expected, some may come just when you expect it, and others may take longer than you planned. No matter how long it takes, though, you keep going, you keep striving, because what matters is what has shaped you to achieve those goals. So class of 2026, I wish you all the very best. Congratulations again, and let's go Bucks.
Yance, I did see you wave at me, so hello, Yance. I didn't want you to think I ignored you. All right, good evening, everyone. First off, I want to welcome everybody here to Memorial Stadium on this, you know what, I'll be honest, for weeks we've been wondering what the weather was going to be like. I dressed for a cool night, and actually it's pretty summer-like, so I wish I wasn't wearing a sweater. But here we go. So I want to thank, first of all, the Board of Education, Mrs. Robinson, all of our district administrators, our teachers, Buchanan High School, our virtual ones that are here as well, and our leaders, any high school staff, any maintenance custodial, Force Tech who's here, setting all this up. But we wouldn't be able to do this without all these different people who are out here all day, cleaning, getting things ready. We really, really appreciate everything that's been done. I also want to thank all of you. Any of you out there have probably played some role in the lives of these kids over the past 17 to 18 years. I myself have been lucky to be this group's administrator for 5 years, so I've got to know them very well over that time. Not just the kids, but a lot of you family members, and that's always a huge part of my life as well, and I appreciate that. I've got to watch them grow. It's been my pleasure to watch them grow over these 5 years. Some of these kids have grown a lot. Others have been, mature from the beginning, but some have come a really long way. And, today is about celebrating their accomplishments. Your guys' hard work. Maybe some of your parents' hard work, too, to get you here, right? And the things you've done on this journey that we're about to start something new on. So, you don't need to hear about me, right? We're going to be honoring you here. I'm not going to say a lot of things about myself. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about all the great things you guys have done. And so you need to pay attention as I say certain things. Keep those ears clean. Hopefully you cleaned them before you came. And if any of these things fit you, make sure you stand up so the crowd can honor you for all the things you've done. Okay? Here we go. So, this is very specific. Please stand if you are a member of the band. There we go. So, this lone senior, over his career, has been part of the band. He's earned top ratings at festivals, competitions. He's been a leader in his section. As Mr. Orsillo would say, he is like the pep in the step of the band. He keeps things going. If you've ever been to a band concert, he's the woo, woo guy. That is him. And so, there you go, Tyler. All right. Please stand if you were part of our choir program that continues to grow each year. And then remain standing if you have participated in any choral festivals or solo and ensemble. Thank you. Please stand if you are one of the 6 seniors who participated in our 2nd annual live storytelling event with the Story Club of Southwest Michigan. This is a big deal. If you've not been to one of these events, it's a big deal. Thank you, guys. Please stand if you are a member of any BHS club or extracurricular activity. Thank you. Bowler, I saw the last second stand up. Good. You have been. All right. Please stand if you are a member of our multi-time winning esports team. Multi-time championship team. There we go. Thank you. Please stand if you've donated blood or platelets to help save lives here at BHS. And then remain standing if you earn the red cord for lifetime blood donor status. Thank you. Stand if you are a student athlete. Now remain standing if you were part of a conference championship or district championship team. Remain standing if you were part of a team that won a championship beyond districts. Remain standing if you were part of a team that made it to a Final Four or state championship competition. Remain standing or stand if you're down if you have been recognized as one of the best players in the state in your sport during your time at BHS. So an all-state. And then stand if you have signed or committed to play at the collegiate level. Thank you. Stand if you've earned one varsity letter through your time here. At least one. At least one varsity letter. Remain standing if you've earned at least 4 varsity letters. Remain standing if you've earned 8 varsity letters. Remain standing if you've earned 12 varsity letters. And remain standing if you've earned 16 varsity letters. And what's crazy about that, he doesn't do anything in the winter. Maybe on his own. All right. Stand if you've earned an academic letter here at your time at BHS. Remain standing if you've earned at least 2 academic letters at BHS. And then this year, remain standing if you got your 3rd this year, if you were a 3rd-year academic letter winner. Thank you. Please stand if you're a member of the Youth Advisory Council through Barry and Risa, YAC. Thank you. Now, you might not remember this one. Let's see. If you were one of our senior ambassadors who worked with Mr. Flowers and Mr. Ryan to welcome our 7th graders and our foreign exchange students to start the year. Thank you. All right. Stand if you took a CTE class during your time here at Buchanan High School. That's the teal cord. And remain standing if you were honored as a CTE program student of the year at any point in your high school career. They may have the gold, they may have their medal on, they may not, but that's what that would be. All right, stand if you have a parent or grandparent who works or has worked at Buchanan Community Schools. Thank you. Now, in the crowd, please stand if you have worked for Buchanan Community Schools. If you have or are working for Buchanan Community Schools, please stand in the crowd. All right, so this one's important to some of us here, okay? Please stand in the crowd if you are a retired BHS principal or assistant principal. Do we have any of those up there? It should be. We got one. We got another. Thank you. Those 2 gentlemen, many of us know down here, had a big impact on our career here. Maybe you're a father to some people here, grandparents to some people, but you had a special place in a lot of our hearts, and we appreciate you. All right. Please stand if you participated in an art show by submitting original artwork to an exhibition. And then remain standing if you won an award for your artwork. Thank you. Stand if you were able to earn college credit during any of your 4 years here at BHS. Thank you. Stand if you had attended the Math and Science Center all 4 years. Thank you. Please stand if you plan to continue your education through an apprenticeship, at a university, at a community college, or a trade school. Thank you. Please stand if you received the Promise Scholarship. And then remain standing or stand back up if you received any type of a scholarship or grant to continue your education after high school. Thank you. Please stand if you are part of the 5th year program known as Early Middle College and have 1 more year. Please stand. Sorry, thank you. Please stand if you were part of the Science Olympiad team at any point during your high school career. Just a heads up, Boston, Mr. Cribley wanted me to take note if you stood up because he was going to be proud that you remember that. All right, and then remain standing if you competed at the state level at all for Science Olympiad. Thank you. Please stand if you're part of our growing theater program. Thank you, Chloe. Please stand if you made a difference in your school or community by volunteering your time or talents through the NHS, through Leo's, or just your own time at any point. And this is what makes Buchanan the special place that it is. Thank you. Please stand if you were recognized as an honor student, the yellow cord. Thank you. Please stand if you were recognized as a high honor student, the maroon and white cord. Please remain standing if you are in our top 10. Please remain standing if you are salutatorian. Thank you. Now stand if you are a valedictorian. Thank you. Please stand if you are wearing a cord not given by the school but recognizes your accomplishments in things like state HOSA competitions, 4-H, Eagle Scouts, things of that nature. And Braden Lawson was the 100th Eagle Scout in his troop. All right, good job there, Braden. All right, thank you. All right, please stand if you went out for Miss Buchanan. Please remain standing if you were on the court. And remain standing if you are Miss Buchanan. I know that made Justice feel a little awkward. That's why we had to do that. All right. Please stand if you are joining the military to proudly serve the United States of America. Thank you, gentlemen. Please stand if you attended Buchanan schools from kindergarten through today. Remain standing if your parents attended BHS, or at least one of them. Continue standing if you know if your grandparents attended BHS. And then if you know if your great-grandparents attended BHS, remain standing. I like them looking in the crowd, getting the thumbs up or not. Thank you. All right, no more standing, you're good. Class of 2026, we thank you for your contributions to your school, your community, and your country. We wish you continued growth and success in the future endeavors, and we hope you never lose sight of what is truly important in the world. To quote the beloved and missed Buck Riley Burgoyne, look at the people around you, don't just look, but see them. Find what makes them special and tell them. If you see someone struggling, try to help. Being a Buchanan graduate myself, I've seen many of us go on and do amazing things. And I wish all of you good luck in all that you do, and remember that you're always welcome to return to the woods. Congratulations, and as always, go Bucks. Next, our wonderful BHS choir is going to come up here and sing Blackbird. Thank you, Ms. Persak. Thank you, Ms. Persak and the choir. We are going to begin with our senior speakers, and our first speaker tonight is Class President Sydney Dennison.
Good evening. My name is Sydney Dennison, and I'm truly honored to stand before you all at this important milestone for my peers and myself. Even in this moment, it does not feel real in the slightest. It didn't feel real last night when I told myself, tomorrow I graduate. It didn't feel real in 4th grade when the year 2026 felt so far away. But that's the thing about time, it keeps moving forward. No matter who you are, no matter how ready you feel, it never stops. If you know me personally, I'm sure you're waiting for me to mention some type of movie in this speech, and I'd like to say congrats, you know me well. One of my favorite movies growing up was the Disney film Meet the Robinsons. It follows a young orphan named Lewis, whose only goals were to be adopted and become a famous scientist. To keep it short, life happens and he faces challenges that stand in the way of both of those ambitions. But he's continually told the same 3 words throughout the film: keep moving forward. Today marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. It's exciting, a little uncertain, and maybe even a bit overwhelming. But if there's one idea worth carrying with you beyond this moment, it's simple: keep moving forward. You will not have everything figured out, and that's okay. There will be setbacks, wrong turns, and days when progress feels invisible. But forward doesn't always mean fast, and it definitely doesn't always mean perfect. Sometimes it just means trying again, learning something new, or refusing to give up. Every step you take builds the path ahead of you, so don't let fear of failure keep you still. Don't let doubt convince you to stop. Growth happens when you keep going, even when life gets difficult. And there will be moments when life feels difficult. When those moments come, find your people. Find the people who lift you up, who remind you of your worth, and who help you through the hard days. During my time at Buchanan, I have been incredibly fortunate to find those people who have changed my life for the better. And with that, I want to say thank you. I want to thank the staff, faculty, and administrators who have shaped us all along the way. No matter what building you are a part of, or if I've ever had your class, I'm sure you have helped me in some way regardless. Thank you to those who I am lucky enough to call friends, for calming me down whenever life got to be too much and making the good days unforgettable. Thank you to my parents for continuing to see potential in me when I struggled to see it in myself, and I would not be standing here today without either of you. As much as I've talked about moving forward tonight, I think it's just as important that we take a step back to recognize how far we've already come. Everything we've accomplished, everything we have to be proud of throughout these past 4 years. Whether it's the challenges we overcame, the memories we made, or the moments that shaped us. Although it can be hard to think about this coming to an end, class of 2026, we truly are leaving on such a high note. And after tonight, when you begin the next step of your lives, it will feel just like walking into the high school for the first time as an 8th grader. Intimidating, exhilarating, maybe humbling, and overall a major transition. But now we can walk into this unknown with experience behind us. So get involved, get out of your comfort zone, don't be afraid to speak to new people, chase opportunities instead of waiting for them to come to you. If you want something, go get it. We are all headed in new directions, but from this point forward, you are in the driver's seat. No one else can build the future for you. But wherever life takes you, and whatever stands in your way, keep moving forward. As you leave here today, remember this. You are not defined by where you start, but by your ability to keep getting up when life knocks you down. My fellow graduates, I'd like to end with a quote from one of the greatest philosophers of our time, Rocky Balboa. You know I had to throw in another movie reference. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life, but it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Congratulations, class of 2026, and keep moving forward. Please welcome our next speaker, Kaylee Evans.
5 years ago, when we walked in this building, and honestly, most of us had no idea what we were doing. And me personally, I had a lot of maturing to do. Like a lot. I didn't really know who I was, what I was doing, or where I was going. And if I'm being real, there were times I thought I was finally back on my feet, doing better, and I'd fall right back into the same patterns, the same wrong turns, and the same detours. And honestly, I'm still figuring it out. I'm not standing up here as someone who has everything together, but I can say I've grown a lot. I think that's true for all of us. Because growth isn't clean, it's not a straight line, it's messy, it's frustrating, and sometimes it feels like you're getting nowhere at all. But then one day you look back and you're not the same person you used to be. And honestly, haven't we all? I mean, just look at us compared to when we first walked in here. I think it's safe to say we've all changed, and definitely for the better. Some of us had phases that probably should have stayed in private, and unfortunately they didn't, but that's part of it. High school didn't just teach me things from a textbook, it taught me about myself, and I might not remember every assignment or lesson, but I will remember the stories. There's at least one story from every class, some good, some funny, and some that are probably better left unspoken, but those are the moments that made this real. And the people, honestly the people, has what made it what it was. Some of you I've known since preschool, some of you have came in my life somewhere in between, but no matter when we met, every single person I've talked to, laughed with, or argued with, or even just passed by in the hallway, you've had some kind of impact on me. So thank you to my entire class. Whether we are close, distant, somewhere in between, or just making awkward eye contact in the hallways pretending not to see each other. You're a part of my story, and I was a part of yours. I've made some of my best friends here. I've also had my share of people I didn't get along with, and a lot of people I barely talked to. And that's real. That's high school. I also want to thank some teachers who really showed up for me. Miss Warmbine and Miss Elliott, thank you for listening to me, even when I probably talked way too much and went on my rampages. You didn't just hear me, you actually cared, and I'll cherish our bond forever. Mr. Pruitt, thank you for believing in me, especially when I wasn't at my best, and for not giving up on me. That meant more than I probably ever said. And to anyone who's ever tried to understand me, even when I wasn't making the most sense, thank you. That really mattered. I'm not very sad about leaving this building. I'm ready for what's next, but I'm going to miss the memories. The random moments, the conversations, the laughs, the things that didn't seem important at the time, but ended up meaning everything. So if there's anything I'd like to say to all of us, it's this. You don't have to have everything figured out right now. Most of us don't. Just keep figuring things out, even when it's messy, even when it doesn't go as planned. Because that's what this has really been about. We didn't do it perfectly, but we made it here. And that counts for something. Thank you, and congratulations to class of 2026. Please welcome our next speaker, Morgan Cornelius.
Good evening, everyone. Before I say anything, I would like to thank all of you for coming out today. Thank you to our wonderful families, staff, coaches, and friends who have gotten us to this point. We wouldn't be standing here today without all the love and support you all have given us, so thank you. A special thank you to my family. My dad, who always brought me stuff whenever I asked. My sister, who helped me with all my work. My brother, who was always there to annoy me and my sister as much as possible. And finally, and most importantly, thank you to my mom for everything she had done for my family and I. I don't think I would have had the courage to stand up here today if it wasn't for her. I just know that she and everyone else who aren't physically here with us have the best seat in the house and are extremely proud. And tonight we would also like to take a moment to remember two classmates who should be celebrating here beside us, Riley and Sarah. Their absence is deeply felt and they will always remain a part of this graduating class. If you all would join me for a brief moment of silence. Thanks. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Morgan Cornelius. I've lived in Buchanan my whole life, so a lot of the people sitting here have been in my life since kindergarten. We have gone from being in elementary school, little kids not really knowing what we were doing, standing here today about to graduate, and honestly, we're still not completely sure what we're doing. And I think that's kind of what makes this moment feel so strange. High school didn't really feel like this crazy adventure in the way the movies made it out to be. It was more of a collection of simple, normal days that didn't seem so significant in the moment. As my grandpa Ron told me, years from now, looking back, you're not going to remember much of what happened. So right now, it's really important to embrace all the small moments, live life to the fullest, and be kind to everyone, especially those who care about you. Moments like sitting in class, trying not to laugh over something completely dumb, having a meaningful conversation when we probably shouldn't be in Mr. Flowers or Mr. Ryan's office, just getting through the day with the same people you've known for years, and many other small moments just like that. And when I think about those times, it's really the people that come to mind. The friends and staff members who made the most normal days better by being there. It's not just the end of high school, it's the end of something we've all known for a long time. The routines, the people, the everyday moments that felt normal then but won't be the same anymore. And even though it's a little strange to think about, it's also what makes it meaningful. To my fellow graduates, we've all experienced this in our own way, but somehow we're all here at the same finish line. I think that says a lot about what we've been able to get through together, even if we didn't always realize it at the time. To the class of 2026, it's been an honor growing up alongside you. I really do believe we're all capable of doing great things in the future, even if we don't have it all figured out yet. While this chapter of our lives is coming to an end, just remember that every end has a beginning, and our new beginning is just starting. Thank you.
We are lucky to have such great kids that want to speak, and I really appreciate that, because I know some schools do it as, they make their vowels and their styles speak. We don't do that. We have Mrs. Neal and Mrs. Hess, and they talk to these kids. We do some tryouts, and those three stepped up and wanted to speak, and they just did a great job. And these ladies coach them through it, and I just want to thank them again for coming up here and doing that. I'm going to invite Miss Huff up to the stage so she can certify the graduates.
On behalf of the Buchanan Community Schools Board of Education, I hereby affirm that these students sitting before us today have met the requirements of both the state of Michigan as well as Buchanan High School, and are now eligible to receive their high school diplomas. Buchanan School Board President Katie Berry will now present diplomas as Mr. Pruitt announces the names of the Buchanan High School class of 2026.
Thank you, Ms. Huff. And we actually start today with it's not Katie Berry, if you're looking. And I'm going to do my best with the names here. I always practice, and they tell me what I'm going to say wrong and not, and I will do my best. So please, if I make a mistake, I'll apologize now. All right. Oh, those are BBA. Come here. Look at that. I already had to correct Mrs. Dennison. Here we go. All right. Sydney Catherine Dennison. Morgan Elizabeth Cornelius. Jacob Adam Kuntz. Jack Leland Sherwood. Hunter Michael Harrington. Josephine Sandra Place. Addison Elizabeth Louise Dombrowski. Haley Renee Legault. Ryan Fitzgerald Hickok. Matthew John Finn. Emily June Holt. Evelyn Marie DeGraff. Carolyn May Young. Alexa Sky Allen. Andrew Dylan Anderson. Leah Elise Atkinson. Addison Lynn Baker. You're taller. Connor Michael Barnett. Mercedes May Beard. Aspen Elaine Berry. Kenzie J. Bowler. Benjamin Leroy Bossy. LaRon Bruton. Fun fact, LaRon is the only one not to let me say a middle name. Montreal? Montrell? Holden Calvin Carrington. Desiree Leanne Kara. Another fun fact, she was the last one here and had me real nervous. Justice Aaliyah Cashier. Lillian Hayes Sedmore. McKenna Riley Robbins. Bo Alexander Clark. Lucas Andrew Dane Corbett Jr. Tyler Adam Cords. I almost didn't let him walk because he didn't get his cap approved ahead of time, but it is Minecraft, so I guess we're okay. Boston John Crawford. I don't think I've seen Boston in a tie before. Aiden Duane Dale. Trent Anthony Davidson. Kaylee Curran Evans. Ella Elizabeth Fanslow Getz. Preston Lee Floyd. Gabriella May Frame. I was giving Kelly the things come up and she was going like this, like I'm not doing this. Now I gotta find my space. Hold on. Who's this guy? Tyler Edwin Frame. Austin Ryan Gregory. Lily Ann Hampton. This one's for the kids. Marley John Lee 6'7" Hines. Audrey Ann Hunt. Ari James Johnson. Like those socks, Ari. Christopher Allen Johnson. Little side note, if you haven't noticed, Mrs. Barry's awesome up here fixing cords for pictures, so you can thank her later. All right. Ryan Aubrey Sue Jones. Gabriella Charlan Klitcher. Malia Lillian Christina. Braden Ray Lawson. Chloe Leanne Lingle. Katarina Mardal. Let's read now. Emmy Quinn Macbeth. Liam Reed Macbeth. Dominic Alejandro Means. Maximus Ethan Metcalf. Chase Jonathan Mitchell. Elena Jane Nagel. Isaiah Michael Nelson. Landon Gage Nelson. Luis Felipe Tornillan Adegas Novus. Ian Joseph Pesqua. Alex Jean Paderowski. Preston Thomas Payne. Colin Dean Pinkerton. Jameson Michael Pleasant. Delaney Rose Richter. Xander Emmett Ruiz Grant. Avery Elizabeth Scanlon. Callie Olivia Schulke. Jarrett Evan Seddon. Bryson Michael Simmons. Devin Tyler Simpson. Look at that proud sister. Brady Lynn Marie Sokolowskis. William Leonard Spencer. Fun fact, I would have thought it was Will was the last one here tonight. Camden Eli Stover. Taylor Bray Sweeney. Charlotte Marie Sylvester. Danica Lynn Taylor. Charlie James Thomas. Owen Lee Thompson. Chandani Miname Trotter. Caden Eugene Troop. Adeline Jean Tumbleson. And she's a good baker at that. Ella Irene Wall. Daxton Jeremiah Walpole. Dean Patrick Wegner. McKenna Lynn Williams. No, he's, yep, we're good. Lucas Allen Zeiger. First kid I've heard say, "Can we hug?"
Love you, cousin.
Look at that. All right. Aiden Douglas Alexander. Jaden Joe Brown. Emily Gracious Fast. Thomas Gibbons. Angelica Gibson. Seba Goins Meek. Brianna Lewis. Cheryl Lippert. Peyton Lynn Marriott. Safira Riverbear Moore. Olivia Myers. Nevaeh Sky Nowak. Nova Truly Panzak. D'Artagnan Pierce. Elizabeth Hope Prince. Susanna Tharp. Thomas Wayman. Xavier Whipple. I'm going to wait till he gets. We'll make them sit down and then get back up. All right, I would like to invite Senior Class President Sydney Dennison up here to lead the graduating class in the turning of the tassel. Right this way. Follow her lead. Class of 2026, you are dismissed. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Feel free to take pictures pretty much wherever you want them.